that from 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, it was all down the drain, right? Would you have known Kojo? No. Would you have been following me? Would you have been proud of me? No. I would just have been like any regular person who nobody would ever even come across for once. So that means that what? Like there are certain key information, key rules, key like logical processes that I personally follow to guide my own life in terms of how I manage my finances, how I manage my businesses, how I intend to grow, how I intend to keep the wheel rolling. Basically everything in my life. You know what I mean? Because you see, it's not a guaranteed income what we do, right? Like I said, I make it seem that way because it's just me, bro. I've attained mastery level of it, right? Mastery level in anything that's like you're beyond the average man's suffering perspective. I have gone far deep. There's nothing in trading that I've not seen, and I'm still even learning. All the new jargons that all this, young chaps keep introducing and saying, yeah, I don't trade this strategy. I trade this type of strategy. I learn them. I sit down, open my laptop, learn them just for shaggy reasons. You understand me? So when somebody comes to me and say, okay, this is my fair value gap, this is my point of interest, this is my institutional funded candle. I'm mentioning them in this term so that you guys can be able to understand. But when those people are using those jargons, they don't say this way. They say this is my FIV, this is my POI, this is my what's the name, IFC. You're wondering, what is IFC? What is POI? Are we talking about POS? Do we need card on the market now? Are we now using POS? But he's saying POI. My FVG, mark some things. And then you are an OG, you feel like, I've been trading the market for the past 11 years. What are you talking about? I know all the market, I know all the killer things. But bro, you don't know the new term. You don't know what is going on. You don't know the new G's, their level. You feel me? You don't know the what's up boys. It's like you say you be senior way, then repeat you for the school inside. So you know everything for the school campus top. Make the level 100 and to you did 400 with the level 100. But the level 100 to come plus new levels, then come plus new what's up, then come plus new swag. If you be OG, if you understand the level 100 of my language, so you can be able to blend with them and understand their psychology from what they think. You understand me? That's the responsibility of me, like an OG. So me, it's not like I want to change my strategy, but I just want to learn it so that when you're speaking, you can relate with the OG. You feel me? When you're speaking, it's not like as if, can you explain the POI? What does it mean? Can you explain the FVG? What does it mean? Can you explain this? No, you're speaking my language. You're speaking your language is not my language. You're speaking your language, but I can fuck with your language. You understand me? And then it's like you're not trying to even use your quote unquote jargons to confuse me or confuse anybody. That's because it is me. You understand me? That's because it is me. No, I'm not talking about the efficacy of anybody's strategy. Right? I'm not talking about how valid anybody's strategy or how strongly tied to any correction or right or wrong here. Right? I'm just talking generally about some of the wisdoms and knowledge that I apply generally as a trader. Right, going forward, growing up, right? I learn all these old terms, new terms, come back to the current terms and still learn them because you just want to be what? Somebody says, are you drunk? Are you sick in your head or something? You just want to be what? Active in the market. You understand me? And that's the role of an entrepreneur. All I'm saying, I'm boiling it down back to the role of what? An entrepreneur. So it's you want to start a business, right? What business has quite recently evolved in a sharp moving space? Let's say the online space, right? Online retailing, right? Imagine that what's the name? This is very critical. Imagine that you set up what business really was thriving during lockdown? Who can give me what type of business was really thriving during lockdown? I'm talking about traditional business that was really thriving during lockdown. Let's say what? Lockdown hair sales, obviously people were not going out, so we can't put that. Maybe will you help me? What kind of business was thriving? Traditional business, would you imagine that was thriving? Do you what? Food delivery. Right. We can even use food delivery, right? That is a no must be, obviously. The condition brought it. Food delivery, let's say food delivery, right? Food delivery. Imagine that you're somebody who has established a food business, right? You've really established a food business, and then like with all that was going on, right? People were persuading you establish an online presence. You never really did establish any online presence, right? You don't have a social media handle. You don't do online deliveries, online orders, nothing. All you do is you're just stuck in your cubicle, just cooking and ordering. People coming in person to order and leave, right? Then Corona hit, 2020. Imagine that the world was supposed to start in that lockdown period for like 2 years, 3 years on. Most people would have been dead now because what? They lacked the flexibility of adapting to the new world standards, right? I don't want to use the word new world order before some people start tagging me, are you an Illuminati or nonsense like that, right? But I'm telling you fact that is the role of you as an entrepreneur. You got to always open your mind up and adapt to the new world standard, right? So me, I knew that what like online was going to be like the next big thing about 5 years before Corona even came. That's why like I was never really excited in any in-person type of a job, right? Okay, like let's go to this office, let's do this, no, I wanted to like create avenues of making money online legally, nothing to do with any illegal stuff, right? Like me and illegality, no friends at all, right? So like I started thinking, you guys don't even know that like in 2017, 2018, I was actually running an online store, right? But I was quote unquote like an employee, more like a partner than an employee. For a millionaire, he was like a good father, brother to me. But we're Afriva, right? We started Afriva, we started Payodd, right? These are tech giants and innovative products. It didn't really reach where it was supposed to, but it's still in the pipeline, right? Afriva Payodd, like one of the most unique concepts that I think that is really gonna, industrialize Africa. Is going to be one of the inception of industrialization in Africa. Those when they are able to like scale up and reach that unicorn level, it's crazy, But like I knew that was so. These ones excited me to know that with this online trading, energy perspective that I'm pursuing, it's like ideal. I'm doing the right thing. I'm on the right track. I don't need to stop like trading online. At least I'm earning some income online. I'm independent from the normal everyday businessman life approach, which is like take car, go to the office, serve somebody, come back and then expect your paycheck. No, I determine my own freaking paycheck. You understand me? Like this week, publicly, I traded once. Right, I say publicly because obviously that's the only trade you guys saw me. But privately, I did trade a few bits here and there. But publicly, everybody knows that Kojo traded U.S. oil for a sell, right? But let's just imagine that was actually indeed the only trade that I took. It meant that what from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I did not provide any income for myself until Thursday when I imputed the trade, came out successfully, and made money into my pocket. Friday today, no trades. You understand me? So at the end of the day, I'm pointing to you that what I determine my own odds according to making money or not making money, getting involved in speculation or not getting involved in speculation. But guess what? I couldn't determine whether I wanted to eat or not on Monday. I have to eat. I couldn't determine whether my bills are going to keep running, whether my light bill, electricity bill, expenditure in terms of food and stuff I couldn't determine that. If there were any family obligations, I couldn't determine. These are like rightful obligations that come with living. But the thing that does not come with living is what? Your entrepreneurial revenue, the money you're making. the money you want to collect on the market. It's not obligatory. It's optional as to, are you going to be able to be successful in collecting that money from the market, or you're going to come back home empty, or you're even going to end up doing sacrificial contribution. That's the nicest way to say hitting stop loss on the market. You understand me? So imagine that you are taxed with this logic in the market as a trader, and then you don't start programming your mind that I need to actually, put any money that I make into rightful use. I need to secure this. I need to secure this. These level of knowledge that I give you, no guru will give it out to you. How many of them have this time to have this type of conversations with you? No master, no mentor. Like most of them don't even have this logic in the first place. You don't believe me? Speak to your mentor. Ask them that, okay, Mr. Mentor, I see you, I like your lifestyle. What is your plan for, pension? What is your plan for the next 5 years? What is your plan for the next? All they're going to keep talking is that, in the next 10 years, I'm still going to be trading. My trading strategy is permanent. It's lifetime and this and that. Bro, they got shit. They ain't got shit going on. You understand me? They're going to just be in the process, be in the wave until they fade out. One young chap comes to take over, and then that mentor now starts seeking, come and learn. Come and learn. We are the OG. Come and learn this. Because guess what? That thing that gave them that hype is totally wiped out. They are not relevant again. You understand me? That momentary hype that brought them attention, they are not courting that same type of attention again. So they're going to be scrambling for this. How you see them jumping, hopping. They have no single plan in their life. You understand me? So with me, I'm telling you that word. I don't want to get into that level of... Look, one thing that really... You guys don't know this. I'm going to tell you guys. It's a private secret, but I'm going to tell you publicly. One thing that made FX good, right? Tapelo and EMZ, No Limit, right? Tumelo really loved me, and they still really revere me, right? When I say revere, it's REVERE, revere, like reverend, right? Respect me. Tapelo and his brother, the twins, right, is my logical level of thinking as an entrepreneur, as a trader. You understand me? It's not only about, okay, I'm making money, I'm flexing, I bought a house, I bought a car, I'm driving, I'm making noise. But they sat down with me, we spoke. They understood my business perspective, my long term, my longevity. It's all about longevity. The next 5 years. Bro, I've been doing this how many years? For the past 11 years. You're going to come back the next 10 years. You're going to see me still doing this. You're going to come back the next 20 years. You're going to still see me doing it. Unless I'm tired and then I literally diversify into a separate type of business, and then I'm doing this casually. Not actively like you see me doing. Casually, okay. Even currently, I consider myself trading casually. Do you agree or not? Even currently, I consider myself as a casual trader. You understand me? Imagine people are obligated to sit on the chat and be stressful and thinking and lose their sleep, bro. When I sleep good. Look at you can sense the air condition there. You know where it is? It is on 17. It's telling you that it's freaking chilled here, right? When I cover myself in that cloth, I'm dead gone. I don't wake up till the time I'm usually supposed to wake up. Let me just put it that way, right? I don't wake up to the time I'm usually supposed to wake up. So all I'm trying to really tell you is that wake up to information, and then where do you primarily get information, right? I don't like online information in terms of reading articles and stuff, because anybody can literally wake up and post an article. You go and search it, the SOE, right? SEO, let me put it that way, right? Not SOE, attended, the SEO, right? Which is search engine optimization, is going to put that thing at the top, and you think that is the most relevant information. You're wrong. Most people don't even know how the search engine optimization algo works, right? Some people have the tech ingenuity in the way that they're able to like push their information all up at the top. And you know how crowd psychology and human psychology works. The moment you Google something, trust me, you are likely to click on the first 3 links that you see when they appear on Google. They could be chaff, but you click on it and read and feel like that is the fact. Meanwhile, maybe the real fact was probably like 4 of the link below, 5, 6 below. So that's how people really like, I'll say what, revamp or vamp up their SEO in businesses, right? So I was just trying to divert into the SEO aspect to tell you that I don't like that online learning aspect than real books, because books don't have SEOs. Books, you gotta like now go to the option of reading them, the bio and everything, knowing the author, validating the information before I feel like, okay, let me now like consume this information, rather than some article that some young chap somewhere blogged about or wrote about, and you go and sit there and read and consume it as fact. You know what I mean? It's hard for people to like be deceptive in published books. It's hard for people to be deceptive in published book. Most times they are like 99% fact, because everybody, it's like you can never really, even internet, you cannot obviously like undo information, but with book it goes all around. So if you're understanding the conversation that I'm having with you this evening, I'm kind of prioritizing the real essence of inculcating reading in your life as a trader. Everybody on this live session, as far as you're listening to me, you're trading, then you're not only a trader, you are an entrepreneur. And as an entrepreneur, you take care of your own resources, you take care of your own finances, and then you manage it, and then you grow it. You know what I mean? How you're going to pay your bills, how you're going to take care of your life, how you're going to take every inch of it comes from you as an entrepreneur. So you can never stop reading. You know what I mean? Reading is to the mind what food is to the stomach. Right? If you've never heard this quote before, this is my very own quote. Reading is to the mind what food is to the stomach. Sometimes I give some crazy quotes. I wish like somebody would just document them in there on the internet and then put quote by _ Kojo Forex. But you have to read. You have to train yourself. Sometimes people ask me, Kojo, which book are you reading? With me, almost all the time I'm reading about 5 to 10 books concurrently. I'm a human machine, basically. You cannot compare the average man's livelihood to me. Let me put it that way, right? You cannot compare the average man's livelihood to me, because I live a very abnormal life. I am a nomad, right? You can call me a nomad. Like, I'm very, sometimes I like to say weird. And my mechanism is not programmed in the normal person's way. Like, I can be here speaking with you guys like this. You see the way I'm speaking with you guys like this, and Instagram live. Normally when I end this live, you think, oh, he was so tired, he went to sleep and something like that. For I'm up there learning how to code. I'm down there continuing my continuing my organ playing lessons, or I'm in another room revamping my DJ unit, right, replaying and retesting it, or I'm in another room literally back testing what's going on in the whole market, or I'm in a meeting building my next business. You'd probably think I'm asleep, but look at the number of things that I've mentioned in the last 1 minute. You understand me? So my body is wired, or I could actually end up ending this life and going to fucking sleep. You understand me? Somebody say, when I come to South Africa, I was in South Africa about a month ago, that I'm going to come back again, right? I'm going to come back. I'm going to come visit Tapelo and his brother. One day I got to be on Instagram live with them, right? So with all that I said, right, I'm going to be leaving you guys soon. It's almost 8:30. I got to really rest. But with all that I said, right, Tell me 3 things that you picked. I'm going to be reading the comments. With all that I said from the beginning of the live session,